Breaking news! The news company I worked at is now bankrupt, so I'm coming at you live from my mother's basement. I'm here with special guest, Dr. McCarthy, here to argue on the positives of GMOs.
Why are you wearing pajamas?
I can't afford anything else. Now, Doctor, isn't it common knowledge that GMOs are the spawn of Satan?
Quite the opposite. Extensive research has proved otherwise. Let's start with the basics. While many GMOs exist, alfalfa, corn, canola, potato, and soy are some of the most commonly genetically modified foods.
Are many of these crops designed to produce a natural toxin to act as a natural insecticide? Don't you think it's dangerous for humans to consume so many crops that produce this toxin?
This is actually a common misconception. The toxin produced by these plants is called Bt and is completely harmless to humans. It's a protein and only has an effect on the stomachs of insects.
And there you have it, folks. GMOs are the reason my wife left me.
Actually, it's because you lost your job.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Back to the topic at hand. GMOs can have a very positive effect on the environment. When pesticide-resistant crops became more popular, it encouraged more farmers to use conservational tillage practices, meaning they were using tractors less and therefore releasing less greenhouse gases and contributing less to global warming.
Global warming isn't real, just like the moon and affordable mortgage.
Ignoring that last comment, GMOs have contributed to larger crop yields and better control of weeds, allowing more consistent and supportive income for farmers. They've been shown to have the most benefits in less developed countries, and as they are often cheaper and can produce more crops. On a global measure, farmers who invested in GMO products were able to make $3.59 for every dollar invested. From 1996 to 2014, an additional 158.4 million metric tons of corn and 321.8 million metric tons of soybeans. Farmers using GMO products were also able to use less land for the same output, meaning production could increase without additional land for extra fields.
Wait, you're still here? Well, there's plenty of evidence against GMOs. A 2013 study found entire genes from GMOs inside human blood. So, don't you think consuming GMOs could integrate their genes into human DNA?
You couldn't be more wrong. Finding the DNA in our bodies doesn't mean it could be integrated into our DNA. And this isn't something that occurs exclusively to GMOs. It can happen with any foods.
Maybe, but it doesn't glyphosate, the chemical found in Roundup, which is used more on GMO plants, cause birth defects?
This information has not been founded by any peer-reviewed or scientifically published study, meaning there's likely very little to ensure it's factually correct.
Still, don't you think GMOs should be properly labeled?
If we label GMOs separately, their reputation will plummet and people will assume they're labeled differently because they're less healthy or generally inferior.
This just in. I still think you're an idiot.
I think we'll just have to agree to disagree.